got winners on the way. You know you can't knock the hustle. And if you gotta get in place, then we gon' put your business on display. Grab a seat with Nisha for a minute. And if you got the goods, we can talk about your business. She know what it's like to make a move independently. And I don't fake, it's like that. We've been trusting God like that. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, we gon' put your business on display.
Hey, sometimes you have to just go back and pull out some archives and say, we gonna put your business on display. Yes, yes, and yes. And I am Nisha, and I am here today to shout out a few businesses. It's Wednesday. You haven't heard from me in a while. We did We Work Wednesdays back in 2020, all the way to 2021. And then in 2022, we launched Insightful Moments with Nisha, where we started talking to people about topics and different things and bringing out awareness and different things like that. Well, today I was talking to a potential client for my coaching business. And it brought back a lot of memories of sometimes you have to go back into your archives and pull out some of the things that you literally used to do that you don't do anymore. And so, with that being said, I literally was thinking about how some of the things my coach taught me and thinking about everybody needs a coach and you can dig deep. And sometimes the things you pushed away, like my song, I didn't push it away completely. I didn't shut it down. I just went on to something new. But sometimes you have to go back and you have to dig up things you haven't used in a while. And some of those tools in your toolbox, dust them off a little bit and say, hey, this may work today, or this may work for this season. And so, that case in point is why I chose to shout out to Dee Wilson, who wrote my first Niches Network song. And I just wanted to put that out there. Well, today I had a very special guest, but they had something that had to come up, and that's okay. But I wanted to share with you something that's so important to me, and that's showing up regardless. Because every day a coach needs to show up. Every day, if you're an entrepreneur, you're a business person, you show up, and you can show up with something. You may not be able to show up with your original intended plan, but you need to show up with something. So, what are you showing up with every day? Today, I posted something. I believe was from Luke, the 12th chapter and the 35th verse. And basically, what it said was stay dressed for action and keep your lamps burning. Stay dressed for action and keep your lamps burning. And if anybody knows anything about me, whether I have to go to work or not, I'm going to get up and I'm going to get dressed and I'm going to do my best. I'm going to give it a 89.999% where I will not step foot outside without wondering, is there going to be an opportunity or someone I should meet that may be the next open door, or maybe to a space where I have to encourage someone, and I want to dress for success. And that's kind of been my motto in the hair care industry. Most people say hairstylists don't keep their hair combed. Well, that was definitely not my motto. I believed in being intentional about staying dressed for success, and you want to represent your business well. So, with since I've launched. With that being said, since I've launched, since I've launched into more full-time coaching, whether it be relationship coaching, single, married, or other, family, life coaching as an individual, marriage, mental health, or even business, or providing people services where they can get their life coaching certification, whatever capacity I show up, I try to show up my best self. And I think that that's something that's important. And it's not like fake it till you make it. Have you all heard the statement, faith it, Faith? Don't fake it till you make it. Faith it till you make it. Faith it in walking in faith and knowing that every day that you show up, no matter how you're feeling, makes a difference, and it makes a world of difference. So this Luke 12:35 today, I looked for it and I was like, Lord, give me something on customer service. And because I believe in putting on the Ritz, I love teaching about customer service. But the main thing is stay dressed for action and keep your lamps burning. Don't turn your lamp out, okay? Your light needs to shine no matter what. And of course, the love of God needs to shine through you, but also the love of your business needs to shine for you, or the love of your ministry needs to shine through you, or the love of your relationships needs to shine through you. So stay on your toes, stay dressed for success. Well, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and just shout out a couple of things that are going on in the world today. And so we'll be back on and off throughout the week just to share with you a couple things. But this Saturday, I posted, and if you all follow me on Nisha's Network group and page, and even my YouTube channel, I'm always posting and sharing and different things like that, even on my personal page. And I also have a Reboot Your Marriage page, thinking about that. But anyway, I asked the question, do you want a divorce? And you may not want a divorce, but have you contemplated divorce? Have you thought about saying, I'm just going to throw in the towel because it's not worth it? Well, the three camaraderie of marriage ministry, we literally collaborated together. That's none other than Charles and Mary Horton, Mike and Michelle Cooper, and of course, me and Wes, through our coaching programs, have said, and Marriage Ministries has said, you can't handle the truth. So you could come to this 1-day marriage intensive. And guess what, you guys? There's only 2 slots left. It is this coming Saturday. It's an all-day event. It's for those who really feel like throwing in the towel or feel like just living together but separate. Okay. It is this Saturday at Cedar Lake. So if you all want to come and hang out and just say, you know what, God, I'm gonna give you a stab. I'm gonna faith it till I make it. I was listening to a podcast this week, and it made me question why I do marriage ministry. It's like, why are you holding on to something that people don't want to hold on to? But I think so many of us want to hold on. We just don't have the tools of what to hold on to. And so definitely it takes 2, baby. Shout out to Darren and Lisa Meters. It takes 2, baby, to literally have your marriage last. But it also is an individual journey of making a decision to surrender to the covenant of marriage, right? So if you've surrendered to the covenant of marriage and your spouse has not, that's a prayer thing, right? It's a real prayer thing. But it's all about an individual journey. And one of the things me and Wes teaches, we say, hey, if you're in an intensive care unit, you have to shut out the noise and you have to pull together and come in together, because when you're in ICU in the intensive care unit, they do not allow everybody in your room. There are only specifically designed people, that's the healthcare professionals, and also the ones that's close in kind in terms of your kinship. And that's it. They don't let all the outsiders in. Well, this Saturday, August the 12th, we are having an intensive care unit, okay? Where you will be able to come and say, you know what, I might be on life support, or I might have a horrible, horrible infection called COVID or something like that in my marriage. Or you know what, I just feel like I've got this flu that virus just keeps popping up and I just can't take it anymore. Whether you're engaged in a long-lasting relationship and are like, I don't know if I'll ever get married, or if you are married and you're just ready to throw in the towel, this workshop is for you. So it's this Saturday, again, August 12th. It's only $160. These 3 marriage ministries are coming together to really be able to share together and really speak some truth into your life, and you'll walk away a changed couple. And if not a changed couple, a changed individual, because it's really an individual journey. It's an individual choice to say, yes, I surrender to God and I surrender to the covenant of my marriage. Okay. All right. That's that. Now, I want to make sure I put it out here that a lot of you all have journals. You have journals that you've been writing for years. Who journals? I used to journal all the time. I don't have as much time, but journaling is really turning into really a book. What have you been journaling about for years that needs to come off those pages and really dive into someone's hands so they can read it, or their audiobooks? So I want to give a shout out to Destined to Publish with Marilyn Alexander. This fall writing boot camp is coming up. It starts actually next week. You all still have time to start. I know the cohort says Monday, August 7th, but guess what? She extended it till next Monday, August the 14th. So guess what that means? If you all want the opportunity to jump in, please, please, please reach out to me, inbox me. Let your journals become books. Let your books have a curriculum with a workbook. There are so many opportunities to take things and write devotionals, etc., and so on and so forth. So, future authors, let's get started. The ones who started, let's get finished. Let's go ahead and push out those publications this year. Push out those publications this year. Join this cohort. You have until next Monday. Okay. Don't forget, reach out to me. Okay. All right. So that's that. I also want to give a shout out as we will be in Philadelphia and have the privilege to be with Dr. Deidre Rossall, where she will be hosting the Wives on Fire Escapement. She will be hosting the Wives on Fire Escapement. It's the ultimate Wives on Fire escapement. And so we definitely, as we're sharing here with on Facebook and we're sharing on YouTube, if y'all want to meet us in Philadelphia, come on, August 25th through the 27th. You can join us, and we will be glad to meet you there. I have the privilege about talking about networking, and I'm excited about that. I mean, there's so many other phenomenal speakers and things that you're going to do. So if you're a wife and you want to come join the Wife Huddle at trulywedwives.com, come hang out with me in Philadelphia. It'll be my first time actually. Not my first time being in Philly, but maybe my first time actually hanging in Philly. So be on the lookout for that. Okay. There's so many more things that are going on in our world today. And I just wanted to make sure you guys are in remembrance of some of these things that are transpiring. I want to go ahead and give a shout out to the Unbreakable Marriage Retreat, which me and Wes have the privilege and the honor of being able to be one of the presenters with none other than Doctors Jamil and Carrie. We're excited that they invited us, and we're glad to collaborate and connect. That will be none other September 21st through the 23rd at Starve Rock Lodge and Conference Center. So if you married couples want to come in and hang out before the winter season, please by all means come and hang out with us, and we'll provide you the link very soon. Okay. Now, I wanted to speak a little bit about the coaching thing. I've launched Both Feet In with the coaching, right? All things coaching, Nisha's coaching day and night. And Heart Life Ministries has a recovery program. And so this coming Sunday, you all be sure to watch, because we'll be talking to my niece Jada, and we'll be talking about the event we have coming up next Friday for ages 13 and up. It's called Movie in Mind, and it's going to be such a phenomenal event because it's in the backyard, right? And we're going to be watching a movie, and we're going to be talking about mental health. And I could say a lot more, but I'll save that for Sunday. But tune in this coming Sunday, you guys. You don't want to miss that segment of Nisha's Network. And then I want to mention lastly about coaching. Okay, so here we are. Wes and Nisha are coaching. We are coaching married couples, pre-marriage, relationship, communication, all things relationship and marriage coaching. We are providing those services. So if you guys are interested and you're like, you know what, we just need a checkup or we need a reboot, reach out to Wes and Nisha. Okay. I have to give a shout out to us, right? All right. And I'm going to end this with this coming week, the 14th. If you have a business and you have been longing to either strategize on how to grow, how to expand, how to rebrand, how to relaunch, you need some coaching. We have a group coaching cohort coming up this coming Monday. And so if you guys want to participate in that, by all means, reach out to me. I'm excited that people are signing up. And so you don't want to miss out. It's a very, very reasonable price for the group coaching. And so we've seen some growth. We've seen some expansion in people's businesses. And not only do you get the skills of being coached, but also collaborating with other business owners. That right there is huge, you guys. And so let me just speak to this. Whether you have a business, you want to start a business, whether you have a ministry and you want to start a ministry, whether you are a co-partner with someone or you're in partnership with a business already, and you see things are kind of stagnant and they're just kind of like, oh, they're okay. Or you want to take it to the next level, or you're like, we're good where we are, but we just need to do something about our team, whether it be ministry or in business. Reach out to me. I'm happy to provide experienced leadership coaching services, whether it's individual coaching for your business or whether it's a group effort. We will come out and talk to your team, and I not even come out if we're global, right? Because it's virtual. So if you want us to just give, sometimes you need it. And I say this: everyone needs a coach. Everyone is a coach in some capacity. You're coaching somebody. Somebody's paying attention to you. Now, what are you showing up with? I don't know. But make sure that you know that you need sharpening. And not only you need sharpening, but your team needs sharpening. Leadership coaching is so huge, you guys. Um, Making sure they stay encouraged, making sure they are producing, making sure that they're showing up as their best selves, making sure they're dressed and their lamp is still burning, as Luke 12:35 told us. So I want to make sure you guys know that coaching services are provided by experienced leadership. And so I am excited just to share that. And so please be on the lookout if you need business coaching, individual life coaching, or you want to receive your own life coaching certification. Reach out to me. The summer's almost over. The 50% off offer is going away come August 31st. So don't miss out. But our first group cohort starts next coming Monday. Okay. That's August the 14th. Why? Because everyone is a coach. Everyone is coaching someone by your life. So, how are you showing up dressed? Okay. For what you present every single day. It is so important. Everybody gets a second chance when you wake up in the morning to show up your best self. So, if you don't feel your best self, get a coach. Whether you need a life coach, if your business is not showing up as its best self, get a coach. If your ministry, I'll have to give a shout out to my church, Christian Life Center, CLC, in Tinley, because about one thing I've paid attention to throughout the last 24 years is that there's always team building. There's always going to other ministries and industries to see exactly what needs to happen next, to stay up with the times, to stay connected, to stay keeping the next generation, what do you call it, attentive to staying close to the body of Christ and staying close with their walk with the Lord, to keep the team inspired as it rotates and as years pass on and people come and go. Think about that, you guys. Nothing is going to stay the same. Now, you can implement the same type of standards and the same type of structure and the same type of commitment, right? But everything needs a change. And sometimes, in order to change the strategy of things, you need to hire someone, a coach or a consultant or a consulting business or a group to let you know. Sometimes you just need a little vitamin shot, like a B12 shot. You don't need a whole lot. You may just need a little shot for somebody to give you to say, let me just make sure I'm staying on top of my game, right? I provide a mastermind once a month. It's every fourth Wednesday of the month. And it's one of those areas where you can come together with other businesses. And you might find that you may not need anything. You may find that, you know what, I'm good. But at least take the opportunity to do a checkup. Just because you're not feeling well, I mean, you're feeling great and you're like feeling your best self, and you're like, I'm not sick, not on any medication, does not mean that you don't need to show up at the doctor's office and get a checkup. Well, that's the way you need to look at it to keep your game on point. The same way with your business, the same way with your ministry, the same way with your church. When was the last time you had someone from the outside come in and encourage your team, right? When was the last time you had someone from the outside come and sit at the round table and say, hey, would you do me a favor and just brush up on all of our leadership skills, our team building, or my own team building and leadership skills? So that is why everyone needs a coach. But also remember, you're coaching by your lifestyle. whether your children are watching, whether your coworkers are watching, whether your co-laborers and people in ministry are watching. Everyone is presenting something, but what are you presenting? And if you're not presenting well and you're not presenting your best self, guess what needs to happen? You need to show up differently or seek out where you can show up differently. Okay. I have talked for a whole 20 minutes straight. And I'm just showing up because it's something about the show up. It's showing up as your best self. Even when you don't feel 100%, get dressed for the success and let your light continue to shine because it will make a difference. Okay. Until next time, you guys, I'll see you this coming week. Have a great one. Inbox me, DM me, direct message me, or anything that will allow you to be able to show up where you want to be your best self. All right. I'll talk to you all later. Have a great day.
Yeah, 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 yeah.